dug deep by the Founding Fathers in their formulation of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. That Dr. King's efforts had a positive effect on racial justice in this country is undeniable. But how he advocated was important. He demanded the rights promised in the Constitution and did so from a platform that was overtly religious. Interestingly, King's approach of demanding the equal rights America promised be applied regardless of race was closely mirrored by the Knights of Columbus's demand for the application of equal rights regardless of religion, work explicitly advanced by the Knights decades earlier. As was stated at a Massachusetts Knights of Columbus banquet in 1895, we believe that the better Catholics we are, the better citizens we are also. Inspired by this spirit, we are tolerant of the opinions of others and demand like toleration from others. Father William Slocum, a priest who was a contemporary of Knights founder Father Michael McGivney's in Connecticut, eulogized McGivney at a pilgrimage to his tomb in 1900 and exhorted the Knights, "As a Christian body, American citizens and lovers of justice, may you, Knights of Columbus, feel it your duty to say, 'Thus far and no farther shalt thou go.' You have a right to say, 'We want nothing but our rights, and before heaven we will be satisfied with nothing less.'" Again, and tellingly, from the earliest years, the effort had both a strong civic and a strong religious component. Like King's work, the Knights' work met with substantial success in bringing Catholics into mainstream American society and securing their rights irrespective of their faith. Although anti-Catholic bigotry still raises its head from time to time, especially directed at Catholic beliefs that run counter to a politically correct secular worldview, few today realize just how despised a minority Catholics were in America in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Targeted and even at times killed by the Ku Klux Klan and other nativist mobs, Catholics, whether American-born or hailing from Ireland, Italy, or elsewhere, were often made to feel extremely unwelcome in the United States. Coming of age during the Know-Nothing and Klan-dominated moments in American history, the Knights had its work cut out for it. But having experienced the lack of freedom in places like British-ruled Ireland, the early Knights, mostly Irish Americans, equated their commitment to patriotism with a desire to promote the Constitution's guarantee of religious freedom. In 1890, the Knights of Columbus and its founder were praised for inspiring appreciation and action. Eulogizing the Knights' founder, a young man whose family had personally benefited from the priest's charity noted that unrivaled civil liberty on the one side and unrivaled religious liberty on the other demand of us cultivation and exercise of the most ardent patriotism. Patriotism for the Knights from the earliest days was a response to promised rights, rights worth claiming and defending. Both King and the Knights of Columbus brought to bear a uniquely Christian perspective on their work to advance equality in the United States. By this, their appeal was doubly resonant within the American context. As America's founders had noted, religious belief was integral to the smooth functioning of the United States. Madison perhaps offered the best summary of this in 1798 when he wrote, "We have no government armed with power capable of contending with human passions unbridled by morality and religion. Avarice, ambition, revenge, or gallantry would break the strongest cords of our Constitution as a whale goes through a net. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other." The idea was not simply that the government was prohibited from imposing a particular denominational creed, but also that the government was only functional in a situation where it governed those who had religious and moral commitments. President George Washington similarly held up religion and morality as essential to the country's functional inner